Think you know Henry VIII, the guy with 6 wives who founded the Church of England? Well, buckle up, because the real Henry VIII was so much worse than any history textbook dares to tell you. A king so grotesquely obese that he needed mechanical devices just to move around. A man whose rotting leg wounds smelled so horrific that servants would literally run away gagging. A ruler whose own body was falling apart so dramatically that his coffin exploded from the gases of his decomposing corpse. You're about to discover the shocking curiosities about Henry VIII that make Game of Thrones look like a children's fairy tale. From his bizarre eating rituals to his paranoid security measures, from his treatment of wives that went beyond mere execution to the grotesque reality of his final years, these are the facts that will change everything you thought you knew about England's most infamous king. His body was a walking disaster. Let's start with the most shocking truth about Henry VIII. By the end of his life, he was literally a walking corpse. We're talking about a man whose body had become so grotesque that even his own servants were traumatized. Henry's waist measured 54 inches. To put that in perspective, that's bigger than most people are tall. He weighed around 400 pounds in an era when the average man weighed maybe 140. But here's the truly horrifying part. It wasn't just obesity. His legs were covered in festering, open wounds that never healed. These weren't small cuts. We're talking about massive ulcers that oozed pus and rotted flesh continuously. The smell was so overwhelming that courtiers would hold perfumed handkerchiefs to their faces when approaching the king. Some historical accounts describe the stench as being detectable from several rooms away. Servants actually drew straws to determine who had to help dress him, because getting close to those wounds was considered a form of punishment. But wait, it gets worse.